Alrighty, so the sprayer's ready. I'm about to go calibrate it. We're going to figure out how many gallons per acre I'm putting down. And then here on the label, there's a chart right here. So if I'm putting down 20 gallons an acre, and I want to mix it pretty hot, so I'm going to try and mix this 34 ounces of Grazon per acre. And you can see this is the amount of fluid ounces per 3 gallons of water. So I need 5.1 ounces per 3 gallons of water. So if we come over here, it's 5.1. Divide that by 3. So I need 1.7 ounces per gallon. We're going to multiply that by 200. So it gives me 340 ounces. Now there's 128 ounces in a gallon. So we can divide this by 128. And that gives me 2.656 gallons. So then if I take 0.656, multiply that by 128, and that's 80, we'll call that 84 ounces. So I need 2 gallons and 84 ounces. I got a measuring jug here that measures in ounces. So that's for the Grazon. So per 200 gallons, which is that sprayer filled up one time, I need 2 gallons and 84 ounces. And then the Grazon over here, or that's Grazon. This is Remedy. I'm going to be using this as well. So this is particularly good for like the trees and some of the brushy type stuff that I have growing across the creek. And so this says right here, maximum application rate is a 1/2 gallon per acre. And so we can go through and do that same type of math. And that works out to 1 1/4 gallons of Remedy. This comes in 1 gallon jugs. And I only got 2 of them because I thought I had a partial already here, but it was a partial of Grazon that I had left over. So we're just going to do 1 gallon of this per 200 acres, and that's going to be within the what the label says I can do, or per 200 gallons of water, that is. So, and then that will give me enough that I can mix 400 gallons if I need to. And I've got 3 gallons. There's 2 in this box, plus this one, plus that partial of Grazon. So I should be good to go. So what we need to do though is go confirm that I'm actually putting down 20 gallons an acre, right? Because that's what I'm calculating this at. And then the theory behind that is, you know, the important part is going to be your ounces of chemical per acre. But the more you put down, the more the better the coverage is going to be, right? So if I could do 100 gallons an acre, then, you know, I don't need as much chemical per gallon, but it's going to take more gallons per acre, if that makes sense. So the more gallons per acre that you put down of mix, then the better coverage you're going to get. And so you're going to kind of saturate all the leaves better. So you'll end up with a better kill. And then your rate of how you mix it is adjusted depending on how many gallons per acre. And so being a 200 gallon tank, if I was putting down 100 gallons per acre, I'd only be able to cover 2 acres with 1 tank. So I'd be constantly remixing. So we're going to shoot for up here somewhere around 20 gallons an acre. And I just need to figure out the speeds. And so to do that, I'll fill it up full of water, the sprayer, and then I'll turn it on and with just water, no chemical in it, and I'll measure how wide my swath is. And then I've got some just pretty simple equations worked out, but an acre is 43,560 square feet. And so once I figure out my swath, then I'll go drive a known distance 4 or 5 times, which is going to be just right out here in this pasture. I've already measured it on Google Earth, so I know how long this is from that fence there to the one back by the road, right? So from there back to here, I know what that distance is. So okay, so I just got done running my calibration passes. So I ran 4 passes that are about 1,150 feet each pass, and I have about a 30-foot swath. Okay, so we'll divide that by 43,560. That's how many square feet there are in an acre. So I covered 3.16 acres, and that took about 50 gallons. Divided by 3.16. So I'm right at about 16 gallons an acre. Now I thought it was going to be a little bit higher than that. I thought it was going to be closer to 20, but I've been sitting here looking at this, and of course they don't have a 15.8 option on the chart here. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix the heavier load for 20 gallons per acre, And so the results will be, I'll be putting down a little bit less. I'll be putting more like probably about 30 or so ounces per acre instead of 34. And that'll be all right because I was mixing this at the hottest allowable mix. So, all right, we're ready. I'm going to go fill it back up. We'll get mixed and we'll go start spraying.
I missed it. There's a bobcat hanging out over here. Took off through the fence right over there. Hey, where am I going? Hang on. All right, out here spraying. See that dude working? Going pretty good. I'm about to have to reload, but I'm about halfway done over here across the creek. So, going pretty good. I saw bobcats. That's always fun. I'm about ready into a tree while I was trying to video it. Anyway, this seems to be working pretty good. I like it. 3-point sprayer, that's the way to go for when you got to get in trees and stuff like this. It's just constant. There's no straight lines out here. If you're just in a big open pasture, having, you know, actual booms and stuff like that, that'd be handy. But having a boomless sprayer and a 3-point at that, this is the way to do this type of job. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.